my education was so interesting because I never thought that I'd progress to the point that I did. When I was going for my associate degree, I never thought that I'd be attempting a bachelor's degree. When I was going for the bachelor's degree, I never thought I'd be attempting the MBA. It was just for the moment. I was in the moment. But it's like, and what happened, as I shared before, the counselor, when I was signing up to get my associate degree, she suggested I go take a parallel course to a major university. That way, if I decided to get a further education, that whatever that university, they would accept all of my credits. And I wasn't going to do that. I only wanted an associate degree. But I just went ahead and acquiesced because she was bugging me so much. And you know what? When I hit that associate degree, I wanted to go further. Why? Because as I was preparing myself for each class, preparing myself all along the way, my worldview was beginning to expand. I began to see things greater in a different way than I had thought when I had that high school diploma. Every class that I took, every insight, every piece of knowledge that I garnered changed me. Because you know how they say that you are a compilation of all your life experiences? Well, it's true. And so that is not only from the past, that is from this moment. Everything you've seen on this program, you are a different person than you were before this program started. So every subsequent thing that comes after will change you. So even as you're preparing, even as you're educating yourself, embracing, exposing yourself to things that you don't know or that you didn't know, you are changing. You are evolving. And so those few opportunities that you had before you started are beginning to widen. As your worldview increases, you increase. Man, I was studying in my graduate studies for some electives, the business environment in certain African nations. And it was amazing to me. I was studying the domestic, terrorism and international terrorism and homeland security, all these things that it never interested me in the least. But as I was expanding, as I was growing, I was evolving, I was changing. And so the worst thing we can do is simply pigeonhole ourselves into just focusing on the thing that I think that I want when I'm way back here. And I guess that will be fine if you never try to improve yourself. And that's how most of us are. Whether it's in religion, whether it's in politics, whether it's in business, whether it's in whatever it is we're about, we sometimes come to the place where we just believe what we believe and don't want to expose ourselves to anything more. And that's a tragedy. And that's why when situations begin to evolve, like this coronavirus pandemic or whatever other pandemic or situation change, the economy whatever might happen in our lives, that we are blindsided and sidelined because we haven't been walking a path of preparation. We've been getting our buzz, getting high, going out, doing all these things, but not preparing our lives. As you stay in constant preparation, no matter what calamity befalls everybody else, somehow you will be well. Because you are creating more opportunities as you continually prepare, as you continue to matriculate, as you continually expose yourself to more stuff, you change. So no matter what happens, you are well. And I'm giving you that right now. This is the tidbit. This is the key to being successful, is your preparation. There's never a time to rest, never a time to stop. I mean, there's a time to take a nap. There's a time to go to sleep. There's a time to chill, watch some TV, fine. But that buzz, that alcohol, that weed, whatever the stuff you're doing, it's a detriment. It's a detriment. And I'm thinking, might digress a little bit, that as opportunities begin to present themselves as well, that's a good time to begin fine-tuning your life. Now there was a runner. Her name was Sha'Carri Richardson. Most of us know her. She was that Olympic hopeful. She has a very colorful tattoo, flowing, different color hair at times. And man, I was one of her biggest fans, and many of us were. And then she got jammed up with that weed in her system when she was tested, and it sort of blew everything. And then I'm thinking more recently, there's a football player, and I don't even know what team, I don't really follow it, but he was a young football player, had played about 12 games already in the NFL, future before him. They found a video of him on YouTube with a gun threatening somebody. They let him go. See, What I'm suggesting is, so we got two things going on. You prepare yourself. As you prepare yourself, opportunities are going to be presenting themselves, but even then, begin fine-tuning yourselves. Come on now. There are times for life changes. You get a silver platter handed before you that has the potential to make multi-million dollars. Quit smoking weed if you're smoking weed. You have an opportunity to make multi-million dollars because a silver platter was handed to you. Drop your gangster friends. Become new. Man, I had an epiphany, man. I was out there. I was doing all the things that an individual wasn't supposed to be doing. Hitting the buzz, alcohol cabinets full, going to clubs every single night of the week. That was my life. And I had this epiphany one night when I was like 28 years old that this isn't right. This is not the right path. And so I've shared this before, that I went to my apartment that morning and I began gathering up all the things in my apartment that I loved. I had trophies, baseball, bowling, karate trophies, jazz album collection, switchblade collection, stuff I had picked up in Korea, stuff I had picked up in Japan, all the stuff that I loved in my house. I just gathered all up, took them to the dumpster and threw them all away that day. Because I was determined that that particular part of my life, that guy was gone. And the next day I was somebody new. I was 28 then, I'm 63 now. So what I'm suggesting to you, I was 28 then. And I just decided that guy was not me anymore. Man, I had friends that I used to go out with, that I used to party with, that I go to clubs with, and all that. That was over. And in my heart to tell my friends, I don't even hang with them anymore, but my friend in my heart. But that was no longer me. So I'm suggesting for your success, we have to constantly be in a state of preparation, and we have to constantly open to evolution. And not try to, no, I'm going to get a job, you can't smoke weed, so I'm going to stop for a month, or I'm going to drink this or drink that, get it out. No, just change. Just stop. That's not you anymore. You're evolving. Your situation is evolving. Your worldview is changing. Leave that guy behind. He's the guy you tell stories about. He's cool. You still love him. That guy you used to be. But that's not you anymore. It's not you anymore. You've changed. And so that's what I'm sharing with you today. We're looking for success. Some things you just have to leave behind. To make room for other things. And it's cool. You'll be successful. And it'll be a good story to talk about. Like me right now, I can talk about that guy I used to be. I had somebody on Facebook the other day says, I had a hard time. I don't know if you want me to call you Martin now or what. I said, you call, those people that knew me as Marty, call me Marty because it sounded kind of strange. And those people that know me as Martin, call me Martin. But those people that know me now as Martin, they wouldn't believe the guy Marty was. Because it's over. It's over. That's not me anymore. The name, I don't care. But that guy that I once was. Sometimes when I'm walking down the street, I see a homeless guy, or I see a person on drugs, or I see the crazy person, or I see the older person working at a fast food or standing at Walmart greeting people or whatever. I think, man, but that could have been me. But I've always been willing to challenge myself. And the moment I recognize that I'm embracing something that is destructive, that is not beneficial to who I am or who I might desire to be one day, I put it aside. Put it aside. To me, alcohol and drugs, those are the biggest detriments to an individual's success. Those have been downfalls to folks who have already been successful. Those have been downfalls to people who are striving to be successful and something arise. I knew a guy that was going to college with his friends drinking. One night, so drunk, a weekend, accidentally hit a highway patrolman who was standing outside giving somebody a ticket, killed him. The guy went to prison for 20 years. Why do we do these things? They're a detriment to our success. So this is an anti-drug, anti-alcohol program, but it's more than that. It's just prepare yourself and don't get sidetracked by things that will take your focus off of your preparation. And you will be successful. As you are prepared more and more, the opportunities will increase more and more. How's that? Well, anyway, I want to thank you once again for joining me and listening. And I want to invite you to listen again. You take care.